try to be top 10, in the country. And certainly it's going to take the resources in order to do that. I'm not going to give you the specifics of numbers and all that, but I know the commitment's there, and ultimately, that is a part of the process of becoming a top 10 program. That is not it. That's not the end-all, be-all. There's a lot of other stuff that goes into fielding a championship basketball program, and so I certainly don't want to make it all about the money. I want to make it about there's a lot of other stuff that goes into helping us cut down nets.
And you mentioned the pace of play and the speed of the game, and a little different than what we've seen here. Obviously, what they did here worked very well, but different. How do you feel about, in terms of personnel, shifting so maybe dramatically?
Yeah, I don't worry about that at all, because I've done this multiple times now, and so certainly Tony Bennett's style of basketball was winning basketball, and so that's all that I care about. I know that we have winners in that locker room, and guys that have won and have been trained very well by Coach Bennett, and obviously Coach Sanchez and Jason and Orlando and Brad and the others, and so I'm confident in that our style of play, will fit these guys. If it doesn't, and somebody needs to decide to go elsewhere, then that's part of it. And we didn't keep everybody at VCU. There were others that decided to go elsewhere, and some followed Coach Rhodes, to Penn State. Others went elsewhere, and then we began to figure out, okay, who do we have here? Who's committed to this? And then you start to put the pieces together and recruit, and it's not going to be different here.
Did the college basketball calendar make the process having to do it
Carla and President Ryan were so respectful, in this process, relative to me and VCU, and I know other candidates as well. But most importantly, respectful to Ron and to Tony and their staff, and allowing that to play out. And so, you really don't want it to become football, quite honestly. And I think, because of the portal and because of where that's positioned a little bit, there's some challenges there. So, I think several years will tell us if we need to move it again, but certainly not my decision. I'm just telling you what the process was in terms of me coming here. It was a very respectful process, and I'm excited to be here.
Coach Odom mentioned that they had a competitive counteroffer to you coming here.
What's that?
Ed McLaughlin mentioned that there was a competitive offer for you to stay at VCU.
Yeah.
With it being Virginia, was it just a no-brainer, or was that decision kind of tough?
This opportunity had nothing to do with money. This opportunity here was. This is a place that I grew up. Obviously, you have the ACC. The opportunity to try to compete for a national championship. Is certainly something that excites me. But at the same time, VCU is a special place too, and it's really cool that we have in this close proximity, two great programs. And Ed is going to do his job. Ed and I will always be fast friends, and he's going to find a great coach if he hasn't already. Has he?
Working on it.
I know he's working on it. I talked to him, and hopefully that happens. And I'm looking forward to seeing that materialize. But Ed is one of the best at hiring coaches, in the country. And VCU's always done it. And this was. I was not leaving for other places. This was the place, for me to leave for.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Congratulations.